I'll go right.
And the foul, he does it again. And he's got his fourth straight 20-point game. Beal inside the lane, threw it behind him. Here comes Barrett. One man to beat, it's Beal. Barrett inside, he's fouled and one. R.J. Barrett with a chance for a three-point play. Burks finds Randall. Randall in the corner. Harris all over him. Randall step back three, puts it up. Shot, it's good! It's good! Randall gets the bounce, and he ties the game with 5.1 remaining.
Yeah, looks like draft night is on right now. Welcome, my fellow Knicks fans. This is your guy Marcellus Ease, and man, oh man, a few of the picks went around. Looks like Golden State is on the clock. I'm surprised they didn't trade away this pick. Oh shit, looks like Golden State making a move in the draft. You know, so far this draft has proven to me that it's very hard for these teams to make deals, because a lot of teams are trying to win right now, and the Lakers are the only one that making moves, man. Russell Westbrook looking like they're about to lock that up. But man, oh man, the Knicks tonight, are we going to move these picks? Are we going to move these picks around and perhaps jump up in this first round, or are we just going to still select guys, take our sweet time, and then when the moment's right, we hop on a star, perhaps through free agency, or perhaps another player requests a trade and we make a move then? It might be slow and steady, but tonight we'll begin to see sort of some of this play out. And also some of the first round picks like Frank Ntilikina that we used to have. If we end up using both of these first round picks, it looks like Frank is no longer going to be part of this squad. But phone lines are open. You guys don't be afraid to come in and drop your 2 cents overall on what we need, and just, you know, what you're feeling at the moment right now. If you're feeling that, you know, the Frank Ntilikina should still be on the Knicks, or if you feel that the Knicks should go ahead and package these draft picks to perhaps go towards a more polished player. But let me check out this Golden State Warriors pick first. But once again, phone lines are open, and don't be afraid to drop your 2 cents. Yo.
Yo, what's good?
What's good? Watching this draft right now?
Okay. Yeah, man, you know it, bro.
Yeah, what do you think so far?
Oh, man, crazy. Like, the way they did the picks today, man, you know, the boards all over the place. To see Keon Johnson still on the board, Jalen Johnson, you know, San Antonio taking Josh Primo. That was crazy. He was looking like a 27, 28 pick, maybe even. Well, I don't think he'd go to second round, but late first. For him to go 12, that was crazy.
No, wait, hold up, Chef. Now you're more on top of the college scene than I am. So you're saying, wait,
yeah,
what's up with Primo?
Man, Primo, you know, reminds me of Anthony Simmons, man. You know, good shooter. He's probably gonna need like a year or two, but you know, low key, if he steps into the league, I mean, San Antonio might have a better system for him.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But I didn't think that was high for him. I had him going like maybe 25 to like 30.
Damn,
so,
25 to 30.
About 12. Yeah, that's where I saw him. You know, a lot of the mocks too. You know, I like him as a player, but I didn't think he would be. That was a shock to me. That was a shock. And Toronto taking the Raptors taking Scotty Barnes. I mean, I thought he would be a top pick, but I didn't think they would take Barnes.
Wait, who was? Yeah, he's a small forward. Wait, so who was Toronto was supposed to take? Like, who do you think they should have took?
I was feeling they were gonna take Suggs.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Wait, what position is Suggs playing?
Suggs is a point guard. So, you know, I know they got they got Malachi Flynn, but still, to me, Jalen Suggs is, you know, I think he's generational. So I just figured they were going to take him and figure everything else out. But, you know.
Who ended up taking Suggs?
Magic. which is huge because Magic's been looking for a star. Probably say they've been looking for a star since those Dwight Howard years were good, but they've been looking for like a go-to player to get that arena going. So
yeah, I feel you.
That's huge. That's huge for them.
So wait, you really think Toronto lost out because Toronto, if they got another transcendent talent, they would have been in a good position, even though Pascal kind of flopped the past few seasons, but they got a few good pieces over there.
Yeah, they do. I just wasn't expecting that. It took me off guard. I was like, oh, they're gonna take Suggs, and then they went with Scotty Barnes. I thought Scotty Barnes was probably gonna go to OKC. I was thinking maybe Orlando, but I didn't even think Orlando was gonna take him. So
now hold up again. Scotty Barnes is like he's like a small forward. He's a 3-and-D guy or what?
He's big enough to play the power forward, but he can play both positions. The thing about him, which I'll give that to Toronto. I mean, he right now, I think he could guard 1 through 4. He might even be strong enough to guard 5. So that's kind of having a player like that. Maybe not 1, but I say at least he could guard 2 through 4.
Yeah, so, because I'm looking at what's this guy's name, OG Anunoby, and he sort of plays that same position. But if you're saying this, OG can't guard he can't really guard a 4. I don't think he got a 5, but you're saying this guy is more versatile.
I feel like Barnes could definitely got a 4. And another thing about him is just they say Draymond Green, but I feel like he's a little more skilled. Mm-hmm. He's definitely more athletic. So you think of it, that's kind of a slick move for them to make. And I heard what's his name, Siakam, he might be on the trading block. So that might be a real good move. I mean, even if they keep Siakam, I just didn't expect it. Like, I was expecting them to take Suggs, but it's still a good pick. But
but I heard the same thing about Siakam, where he's just, they might be looking to move off of him, but they paid him a lot of money for the output that he's been giving them the past 2 seasons.
Yeah, true. He was doing really good, and then I don't know if that Tampa thing messed him up, because I live in Florida, man. I mean, that's a whole nother, you're living in Toronto, and now you're playing a lot of your games in Tampa. That had to be a little crazy, but
but he was messing up before that. He messed up during the bubble. He kind of had a meltdown back then, and then the Tampa Bay thing was like back to back. It was like, damn, bro, like we just paid you.
Yeah, and I want to say, I heard him and Nick Nurse don't get along too good, so that's another thing,
Yeah, because if he worked out for the Raptors, I mean, you're saying with this pick, it seems like they're gonna be a team that's gonna be a nuisance. Sort of like how the Lakers were in 2020 with the reach. They just had guys in every position that were just long and could deflect the ball and could defend. They seem like
you look at that, definitely. I mean, you add Barnes to that, so you look at it. It's a good. I feel like it worked out honestly for both teams. I'm kind of excited. I mean, it's all Knicks, man, definitely. But living not too far from Orlando, probably like an hour out. I think that's good for the city of Orlando because I mean, you got Suggs. That's a bona fide. You have a franchise player now. That's the face of the franchise for a couple of years. And one of my best friends, her family kind of has ties to that team, so kind of cool to see.
Yeah, do you think there was a lot of generational talent that came in the league in this draft? Because apparently they're saying at least 6 guys. Yeah, 6 guys should be like consistent all-stars.
Yeah, tonight, I want to say, I was checking out this trade quick. They just traded Kemba Walker, 16th pick, the Celtics. I didn't see that whole trade yet.
Oh, wait, yeah. Yeah, they also get the 25th second-round pick, the Thunder. The Celtics got... Oh, yeah, this trade already happened. Al Horford.
Oh, yeah, that was the older trade.
Yeah.
I just stepped out there. Sorry, man. I realized that. I was like, what happened? All right. But, yeah, generational, I feel, yeah, man. Because, what I say, definitely Cade Cunningham, Mobley, Jalen Suggs for sure. Who am I missing? Jalen Green, you know. I mean, when I say generation, I mean, like, I'm not going to say they're going to step right in and be like these all-stars, but just like for the face of the franchise, I mean, you know, Houston has like that guy. You know, Jalen Green's got the swag. You know, he's athletic. Now they have a guy to put on their franchise tag. You know what I mean? So does Orlando. So does Detroit. So yeah.
Yeah,
You still have some players in this draft that I'm a big fan of. Sharif Cooper. They talk about his height. I think that kid. You know.
No, I mean for sure. There's definitely going to be gems that we don't even like notice. That's probably going to be past the 8th pick, because if you look at the past couple of years, you look at Jokic, you look at CJ McCollum. You know, there's a lot of guys on top of the league. Even Kawhi Leonard, guys that just went kind of in the middle of the round. You know, people didn't really overlook. You know, I mean, people kind of overlook even Paul George. And it's like these guys are the ones that are consistently making the All-Star team.
Yeah, I'm really nervous about what the Knicks do, because I'm hoping it. I mean, I don't know who you're a big fan of. Like I said, Cooper. I'm definitely not a fan of Trey Murphy, man. I don't feel like he knows how to really create. You know, I just really want a basketball player. As good as he can shoot, he just looks a little robotic to me off the dribble.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping the Knicks, if somehow I'd love for them to draft Keon Johnson. I don't know how other people feel about that, but I don't even feel like Keon Johnson belongs where he is right now. So if he goes to 19, Jalen Johnson. I mean, I don't know with the whole thing with Duke, because that kind of really, I feel like a lot of coaches had issues with that, but that kid can play the 3 and the 4. He's super big, 6'8". He had kind of coming in with like that LeBron style size already. I mean, just real big kid. I think he's a steal anywhere from if you could get him at 19 or somehow 21. Kai Jones. So now my whole draft board is like, because I didn't think those guys would. I didn't think those guys would make it. They probably still, some of them probably still won't, but the fact that you might be able to get a Kai Jones or Keon Johnson or Jalen Johnson at 1921, that's crazy.
So you think it's possible we get a 3-and-D guy and at least a serviceable guard at this point?
Yeah, definitely. I've always been about best possible player, but I understand, like, with the Knicks, everybody wants a point guard, and another guy is Isaiah Jackson. I know the Knicks were really, put together Kentucky ties.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think he would really fall this far either. So, I mean, you knew some of those guys had to fall, but I definitely didn't think Keon Johnson, Jalen Johnson, I didn't think they would be available, or Ty Jones.
Well, you know, here's one thing about the Knicks right now. I would say, especially with Leon Rose and Tibbs, they could actually draft plays according to what system they want to run. Like before, we were just, kind of drafting like the Minnesota Timberwolves, draft just to draft. You know what I'm saying? Like with no direction. But now it seems like the Knicks kind of have a mold. They kind of have a sort of identity where it's like, they're grinding it out. They have a certain style that they're looking for, or just some sort of system they're trying to run, and they're looking for certain player archetypes. And it's like now they can just go for those guys. They don't necessarily, even with the 19th and 20, or we have the 21st pick, they don't have to go for the best available. They can just go according to what player fits their system, sort of like how San Antonio does it.
That's true, but I don't know. It might just be we'll see how things turn out. I just think a lot of these guys, I mean, I'm not saying they're all going to be, like I said, like stars, but some of these guys have the potential. I just don't want to be like, we got somebody serviceable, and who knows? Like, I'm not high on Trey Murphy, but, I just, who knows? Maybe he turns out to be a real good player, but I don't want to look and be like, in 2 years, be like, Oh, we got Trey Jones. You know, he's hitting threes for us. You know, he's hitting threes in the playoffs. But look at Keon Johnson. This kid is like a borderline all-star year two. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah, I mean that's the
I
thing
don't
about the
know.
draft.
Yeah,
You're gonna need
yeah,
luck. You're gonna need perfect timing. Sometimes positioning. Depending on what round you fell into. Like look at Orlando. They just kind of lucked up, but the draft really comes down to that sometimes.
yeah,
But
yeah. But
it
I
can't be
will
perfect.
say,
Because it's still in a way it's a crap shot for the most part. Unless like
true.
you pick like top like 5 or whatever top 4. It's mostly a crapshoot.
Yeah.
It's mostly a crapshoot.
Yeah. But I will say, in my opinion, and I've been saying this for a while, I've been pretty consistent with this. I feel like this is the best draft since 2012. So that's 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name? Joe Biles. He said I think he said 2000. I think he went to 2003, which is crazy because that guy's like Mr. Draft. I don't know if I go back that far, but so you're saying this draft pretty much you haven't seen a talent level like this in 8 years, and then 2022 is not supposed to be great, but then 2023 we go back to high school. So I think once they open up high school again, now I'm not gonna say that draft class might not be great, but they're supposed to be really good. And now you have the option to have high school players, so it's just gonna be more kids in the first round, more talent.
Wait, the high school
But
players it doesn't go back to that in 20. I thought 2022 is when they go back to that. No.
I'm pretty sure 2023.
All right, yeah, you're probably
That's why
right
they
then.
say
Yeah.
that draft's so valuable. Yeah,
Yo, that the Mavs pick that we have, is that a swap? The one for 2020, the next one that we have another first round pick.
No, that's our pick. I want to say it's
I feel like it's
I
a
think
swap.
it's unprotected. I think it's unprotected, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but
I think
we have the
that pick
option of
straight up.
swapping years.
Oh, all right. I'm not sure. I gotta look into that.
Yeah, it's for next year, or we could hold it and then use it the next year again. We don't have
All
to
right.
use it in 2022. We can use it in 2023 if we want. It might be like that. I gotta look it up again. But I remember it was like
Yeah.
something with the years.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that we have all those picks, I mean, I still feel like something's gonna happen right now. But if the Knicks stand pat and they keep all those draft picks, I mean, goodness, man, because now, you can take that into the free agency,
Mm-hmm.
or any trades coming up. So in a pretty good position. It's just, I'd like for them to just definitely make the right picks. And if it's like I said, I know I'm giving Trey Murphy a lot of slack, but if that's their guy, I just feel like there's better players available right now. But we'll see. We'll see. Somebody was talking about they might think about trading back too. So
They might trade who?
I feel like the Knicks are gonna they might trade back the Knicks. I don't know who. Maybe the Rockets. I think the Rockets are 23 and 24. So.
Yeah, I mean, to me, if the Knicks end up using both of these first round picks in this draft, I strongly believe Frank Ntilikina is gone, like for sure, because they don't have enough roster space for all these people.
Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall with him. Yeah, I think the writing's on the wall with him. Especially a lot of people watching the Tokyo game, so he hasn't been going off, but he has been playing pretty good. So we'll see how it goes once.
I mean, regardless, because I recently did a video on that. Regardless, he should be fine because he's in his element. With the Olympics, it's according to the rules he's been accustomed to since he's been a kid. NBA players are not accustomed to those rules.
Yeah.
Because if he goes off like during the Olympics, I don't take it to heart too much because we don't go crazy when Patty Mills goes off in the Olympics or Carlos Arroyo back when he was killing Allen Iverson in the Olympics. Nobody thought Carlos Arroyo was better than Allen Iverson or on that level.
True. Yeah, I just got a little excited now, man. Like I was talking about Trey Murphy. Memphis took in, so I just didn't want the Knicks to draft him. I'm good. I just two guys I didn't want the Knicks to draft was Duarte and Trey Murphy.
Wow, he's
So
6'9".
now, honestly, I don't even. I'd like Cooper and Kyle Jones, or I'd like Isaiah Jackson, and maybe Cam Thomas, but I just did not. I didn't want those two players on the Knicks. And I'll say that even if they turn into be great players, I just didn't. So I'm pretty happy about that right now.
Is Trey Murphy 6'9"?
Yeah, he should have 6'9", athletic. Like I said, he's a good player. You could look at the system. I heard they didn't really let him, like they wanted him to kind of be a spot up. But if you see that kid drive, and I'm not going to say I'm an all-star player, but when I used to ball, people knew me out on the courts and stuff, and then tournaments and everything. I don't like the way he drives. Like I've always been able to drive the ball. I know it's not for everybody, but it's just he just looks so awkward when he puts the ball on the floor. And then they do question his motor, so I don't want to get into another. Even though I was a fan, I was rooting for Kevin Knox. I don't even once I hear a motor situation.
Yeah, not having a good motor in New York is not good. I mean, of course they're gonna start going out, get lit. Yeah. It's like that motor's gonna run out real quick.
I mean, smart kid. I think he graduated in 3 years. Real smart kid. University of Virginia is a really good school. I don't think it's an Ivy League school, but it's up there. Like it's a really good school. He graduated, I think, straight 3 years. So smart kid, good kid. I mean, he might turn out, but I just really want a player that could, even if they don't have all that offense, to really just attack the basket. I think we need that. So we need shooting for sure, but I'm willing to sacrifice that to have a player that can get to the hoop. So that's my main thing.
Yeah, what do you think about Cunningham? They keep interviewing this guy. I mean, he was slated to be the first overall pick, and Detroit ended up taking him. Even though I think Detroit was trying to do a lot of misdirection and be like, oh, we're not sure. Bullshit.
Yeah, they were trying to mess around. I think they were fielding offers, but I think the city of Detroit would have went crazy if they didn't get Cade. And I just don't know how you don't get Cade Cunningham. I mean, Jalen Green's a good second pick, and there's a little argument, but I felt like he was pretty consensus number one. So for them to mess that, I felt like they would have really, unless they got some type of crazy offer, I feel like they would be really messing that up, and they have a lot of young players to pair with him right now. So it's not like it's just him, Low key, like I think Detroit, I don't see them making an 8 seed, but they might be able to get in that play-in, with Cade.
Yeah, they also have what's his name? The player that they got from Denver. I forgot his name. It just crossed my mind.
Jeremy Grant.
Jeremy Grant, yeah. Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant be doing his thing.
They're building a team, man. Like I said, I got the league pass. I mean, I'm Knicks all day now. I always been Knicks. But I watch a couple of games here and there. I thought they put that team together pretty good.
Yeah.
So,
yo, what do you think about?
They still need pieces, but.
Yeah, but what do you think about our division? That shit is it's still looking crazy, even though the Celtics kind of fell back down to earth a little bit. Our division is still looking nuts. I mean, you got, of course, Brooklyn.
No, I seen your report on that. That was a good report. Because you're right. What'd you say? Atlantic and the Pacific?
Yeah, the Pacific division is looking like the two crazy divisions.
Yeah,
but the Atlantic division in the future is still going to be tough. The Pacific, I'm not sure 2 years from now if that's still going to be tough, because a lot of those guys, they're in win now mode right now. At least our division, that's a couple guys going to be in their prime the next 4 to 5 years.
No, I agree with that.
Yes, like what do you think about what do you think about the overall landscape of that division?
Yeah, I mean, we got the Nets for sure. I mean, even if they get rid of one of those, I don't think they're gonna get rid of Harden or get rid of Kyrie, man. I feel like him and KD, they're gonna put in next year and at least 2 more years into that.
They gotta figure out the bench.
Yeah, that's a juggernaut. You know what I mean, right there. Like you said, the Celtics. You know, even with Kemba gone, that gives them some options though, and you still have what's his name? Tatum. You know, he's looking like a superstar there.
Yeah, the only issue with the Tatum and Jaylen Brown combo, it's a good combo, but I feel like because they play for the Celtics, they kind of give them some a bit more credibility than they would give them if they play for like the Pelicans. You know what I mean? I feel like they're kind of a bit overhyped because I keep saying this. The most of the NBA media is in Boston. If you look at all these, like, a lot of these beat writers, a lot of these people that cover the league, they come out of Boston, and they always paint that team in a certain light, higher than what position they're really in. I mean, they never talk about how the Celtics have not been a free agent destination in years. And why is that? They're a big market city. They never ever talk about these things.
Yeah, that's true. They always blowing up, certain teams, man. And when it comes to the Knicks, it's always like, we're always getting the negative press, man.
Oh yeah, they can't wait for that. But when it comes to the Celtics, it's like, look how they treated Isaiah Thomas, the player from the '80s.
Oh yeah, that was bad, man.
The biggest thing that messed him up in his career is, of course, he's gonna have on-court beefs with guys that he's trying to, be better than. But that thing with the Celtics, man, I mean, not even with the Celtics, the handshake with the Jordan situation, the Celtics did the same shit to him. When he ended up beating Larry Bird and them, they were trying to say the crowd was rushing into the court. No, nothing like that was even happening. Those guys were casually walking away before the game ended. And Isaiah Thomas had to grab, I think, Kevin McHale. He had to grab him and ask him for his handshake. Like, these guys were not trying to. That was the culture back then. But then when he did it to Jordan, they made a big deal out of it.
Yeah, they he didn't have his service, and then I was young back then, but I do remember some of the Pistons. I mean, they just had that persona, man. The bad boys, nobody liked them. I mean, every team was fouling back then, but they were not playing. You came to that hoop, you were getting knocked down, knocked into they were beating the hell out of Michael Jordan back then, and it wasn't a team to like. If you were a Pistons fan, you're a Pistons fan. If not, nobody liked them like that. So I feel like the media knew they could just really fuel that fire. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, just even today, most of the NBA media, if you look at like a lot of these guys writing these articles, if you look at where are they coming from, where do they live, right? Even what school, they all come out of that Boston area. Any bad peep this. Any bad information you see on Kyrie Irving that comes out, look where the reporter comes from. They all come from Boston.
True. Yeah, the Knicks are on the clock right now, man.
Yeah. The loudest crowd, the loudest too. Look at Spike.
Yeah, Spike's out here, man. See what they're gonna do. Like I said, those players might turn out good, but there are a couple players I did not want them drafting. So I'm pretty good right now. So.
Oh, wait, hold on.
We shall see. Yeah, man.
Wait, it seems like the Knicks are trading this pick.
What? What?
Yeah, the Knicks traded the pick.
They traded it?
Yeah, they traded it. They get a future pick from Charlotte.
What?
Yeah. I didn't even think the arena even knows, because they're still showing the Knicks on the board.
Man. They always gotta do some crazy though. So they just traded 19 for not even another pick. They just traded it straight up.
They traded it for another pick in the future.
Oh, they did get another pick.
Yeah, they got I guess a first round, a future first round.
All right.
But I don't know, maybe someone that but if you notice that this is the second draft in a row, the Knicks made a trade with Charlotte. I noticed that. They made a trade with Charlotte for the draft pick, for the positioning.
Yeah.
They did it last year.
Man. Yeah.
Here's this lady, Rachel Nichols, painting her picture right now. The way she said it, New York has become impossible. Like, it was always been a destination.
Yeah, they always gotta, But no, us fans, we don't even watch those shit. So
yeah, it's just the way they frame the narratives is crazy, man. But it was interesting, the situation that played out with Rachel Nichols, man. Her spokesperson is the same spokesperson for LeBron James. So when she speaks about LeBron, there's no credibility at all with what she's saying.
Yeah, like, it's just talk, but I think they know they can get it. Some Knicks fans, and so when they can take their shots, they'll take their shots.
Yeah,
which is ridiculous,
Yeah, they basically trolled it. Yeah. They try to troll the fan base to get some ratings. That shit is the worst. Look at Richard Jefferson. He's going on and on and on. That's one of the biggest Knicks haters, man. Richard Jefferson.
Oh yeah, he knows it too. He was just like Knicks fans know. Knicks fans know I hate. I know the Knicks fans hate me. It's like, dude, what are you talking about, bro? Like, just handle your draft. You guys out of control.
I'm wondering what Jordan is gonna do with this pick.
Man, so I was hoping if we did something with Charlotte, we would have got Book Night, but man, they're just gonna straight give it up. I mean,
yeah, it's probably like, once again, I'm telling you, man, the Knicks, they actually have an archetype they're looking for. They're not just trying to draft just to draft. There's an archetype. Like I remember when Steve Mills took over, and the Knicks were getting Knox, then they were getting Frank. Like, there was a period where I felt like they were drafting just to draft.
Yeah.
There was no real sense of direction.
Yeah, at least they have a, like you said, a foundation and a culture now. So, but I know everyone's gonna be losing it right now because everyone's all about these picks, It'll be funny to see like Knicks Twitter tonight.
Hell yeah, that shit's gonna be lit.
Everybody was big on Trey Murphy, we didn't get him. Everyone was big on Duarte, we didn't get him. And Book Night, and now we don't even get the 19th pick. That's crazy. Hopefully they hold on to that 21. Well, obviously they pick 21, and then 32. They do something in that 32nd pick.
Yeah, they still got 32 and 58. Yo, it's funny because on the ESPN screen right here, they put that the Knicks need a center.
Yeah.
That Mitchell Robinson contract situation is going to be interesting, man.
Yeah. But this trade is going to Hornets. Wow. And I was just saying, like, wow. The Hawks got even bigger, man. Now they got a 6'9" guy who can play 3 and 4. They just got these long wings on their team, man.
Damn.
They're just making it. You know what I mean?
It seems like most of the league now is going to be like these kind of forwards that can play, wing, or they can also defend, the big men at the same time. It's really weird, but I'm telling you, guys like Jokic and Embiid, man, they're pretty much set up to dominate. They're pretty much set up to dominate right now, because these teams keep doubling down on the small size.
Yeah, that's wow.
Yeah, it's not a coincidence.
that Atlanta just got. I feel like that's perfect for them. So they're definitely going to trade Cam Reddish now.
You think so?
So I think Cam Reddish is out of there because they got Herter, they got DeAndre Hunter. What else do they got? Well, Gallo's more power forward, but now they got this kid. I don't know. I don't see them needing to keep Cam around.
Yeah, but Cam Reddish, he stays hurt, man, and apparently he was a beast in high school and college, man.
Oh yeah, he was. I mean, all of those three. I don't take anything away from John Moran. I just personally don't know if his talent's gonna add up to him being a winner. Like I know people probably if they hear this like, oh, you can't talk about John, but I just don't know if he has that talent, but I don't know if he's one of those guys who's gonna be a winner. I feel like RJ Zion. I'm not gonna put Cam over Ja, but if Cam gets it right, he seems like he was kind of doing it in the playoffs. It sucks. Oh no, it wasn't against us. It was against Where did he go against? Is that the Bucks series or the? I forgot what series that was, but he seemed like he was coming to his own in the playoffs. Cam Reddish, this playoffs. But if he could get it together, I mean, that kid, talent-wise, yeah, I always thought he'd be like I wouldn't say a superstar, but definitely an all-star in the NBA. So,
yeah, sometimes it just doesn't work out like that. Like with the injuries and also with the fit, it seems like the Hawks is only one basketball to go around. They got way too many guys.
Yeah,
and they got to pay all those guys.
To us, man, but it'd be cool to see that Duke team again. See some of it without Zion, Cam and RJ again, because they played pretty good together. On that Duke team, they had a good chemistry. That would be crazy, but I doubt they would help us out in trading us.
No, I mean that's a dilemma of having all these damn first round picks. It's like it comes to a point where you got to pay all these guys, and the teams that generally just hog up all them damn picks, they never, end up paying up at the end of it. Like look at OKC with James Harden, Westbrook. They had Reggie Jackson, Durant, and then of course I don't know why they spent money on Enes Kanter. They could have just gave it to James Harden and just keep them three together, but
yeah, teams make they make crazy moves, and then a lot of teams don't have that patience. And some of these teams don't really have the best. You think like these guys are GM, not taking anything away from them. I mean, I like my career, but I'd be a dream to be like a GM of an NBA team, especially if it was the Knicks or something. But a lot of these guys don't make the best decisions sometimes.
Yeah, it's crazy. They never get blamed for it though. They always blame the superstar player.
Yeah.
Well, quote unquote.
Yeah, and then they lose out. Like I forgot Middleton was even on Detroit. I was like, what? He's on Detroit? They traded him, and look at him now.
Yeah, he went to the G League.
It could have been the team too, like you said. It might have just been a bad fit, but
Yeah, the thing with Middleton, he went to the G League.
All right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and then he came back, and then he did his thing. I guess he had the motivation.
True. Yeah, we'll see. So the Knicks are finally on the clock. What are they gonna? I don't know what they're gonna do here. I feel like it's Isaiah Jackson. He's still on the board.
Yeah, I'm smelling they're gonna get a 3-and-D forward, a small forward. Kind of like Knox's position, and a 3-and-D guy.
They have. I'm trying to think who they might have right now, because Jared Butler's still on the board, but I don't trust those medicals. I wouldn't. I don't know. He got cleared by the NBA, but they said it's a heart condition. I'm not sure what he's got going on, but they said the medicals weren't that great. So I don't know. I wouldn't risk that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Sharif Cooper, I would love that pick, but I don't know if the Knicks are going to do that. Isaiah Jackson that's Kentucky, so the Wildcat connection. And the thing about Isaiah Jackson, He's a center power forward, which you say maybe we don't need, but he has a different game. They say he's like Mitch, but it's a different game he has, and it's different than Obi. So, you know, and he has the potential. I don't want to throw All Star around, but he has the potential to be a really good player. So, another sleeper is McBride. Yeah, I heard Tibbs was a big fan of McBride, but we might be able to get him in 32. So I'd like to see what they do with these two picks. I wouldn't mind getting the big, or like you said, I'm just trying to think what small forwards here. Let's see what they're gonna do. All right. Hey, I love that pick, man.
Wait, is he a guard?
Yeah, I love that pick. I love that pick, man.
So I guess they already had their guy.
Yeah, because he should not have been available for the Knicks. I think they put it up there. He had a 48-inch max vertical. That's the NBA record, man. Now, shots not there. Offensively, not the best, but hopefully he gets with this staff, and they could get his offense going. But he's a guy who, man, if he gets in that paint, he's poster out. He's anything else posters. And I didn't like on my board. There's no way I thought Keon Johnson would last for 21. No way. So I'm glad that they went ahead and just got that. Said, hey, he's a steal. He's here. We're not gonna mess around and go with Isaiah Jackson or somebody else. And I low key think the Knicks might trade up. I might buy one of these first round picks because I feel like they might want to get Jackson or another player in this. But if not, we got 32.
That's interesting. Explosive 6'4" guard.
Yeah, I mean, he is. The Garden will love him, man. Another thing I like, really good off the ball. He makes cuts. He doesn't have to have the basketball in his hands. So if the Knicks could go ahead and get free agents and land that point guard, he's a guy you could just put in the game and he'll get his points.
Yeah, he looks like. I mean, last year we struggled in transition, and him and Toppin, man, in transition, they look like, man, summer league is gonna be interesting as fuck. They could definitely, be high flyers in the transition, especially if Tibbs gets their defense up. They could be like how not exactly like them, but they could be like how Wade and how Wade and LeBron kept on in Miami. They kept getting steals, and then they kept on getting all those dunks on the other end. That transition offense in Miami was insane. Like the Knicks could actually like almost play up to that level because last year that shit was trash. Like we would have 3-on-1s, fast breaks, and it would just end in like confusion.
Yeah.
It was really awkward last year, but I mean, at least this season, summer league comes back around, and then
summer league's around the corner. With summer league's like a week away.
Yeah, it's like a week away, and then Toppin could get polished quickly, could get more polished, and now we got this new young player right here, to go along with them.
I'm excited about because when I heard his and some people are like, oh, I'm not big on athleticism. I just feel like the Knicks needed a guard, one guard who's just super athletic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like just one of those athletes at the guard position. He has a high motor for his defense. Yeah. Oh, they traded him. What?
They traded him?
What? What are the Knicks doing? What they get from the Lakers, though? Oh man, this is this is crazy. What?
Wait, what just happened?
I heard they just traded him to the Lakers. Let's see. You say they traded him? Whose pick is this though?
Wait, what the fuck
Oh,
is
that's
going
not.
on? I'm mad. I'm lost right now. I am lost right now.
Let's see what's going on.
Cause Woj just went over that
Alright,
mad
so
quick. I
look.
wasn't even paying attention.
We traded the 21st down to 25 with the Clippers. So we're gonna package these picks. Cameron Sharif, we're gonna package these picks for big for. I don't know, man. I don't know what they're doing. Somebody was saying they might package this for a big trade, but which would make sense. But it doesn't look like we're getting picks back in this one. This is just a straight up. I don't know.
Yeah, let me look this up because I'm real confused on what they're doing. They just traded away two picks now.
They traded away both picks, but I'm hearing that this one that they just traded, they're getting 25 back and a future second.
But why would they get a future second if this is a first?
I'm trying to see. This is great. So they got a future pick from the Hornets, which is like protected, heavily protected. They just traded 21 down to 25 with the Clippers, but it didn't say what they were, if they got anything in return. I'm not even seeing like a player. The thing is funny, like it's not like they're getting rid of Knox or anybody with this. They're just.
Yeah, I'm looking at Woj's Twitter page right now, cause this shit is confusing as hell. So the Knicks will get the number 25th pick. So number 25 in New York and a future second. Also, the Knicks are picking number 25 right now. They get a future second on top. And what? Wait, it says they want a Keon Johnson. Okay. So I guess that's what it is. The Knicks, this 25th pick is really the Knicks?
Yeah. And the Clippers get Keon Johnson, man.
Yeah, the Clippers gonna need everything they need because Kawhi is out for the year. Like Kawhi's not can't even play in next year's finals. If the Clippers somehow made the finals, Kawhi can't play in that shit.
Oh.
Because remember, this year we're late. The finals don't normally play until July 21st, but that's when he got hurt around the normal time when the NBA finals would be on. And so he had surgery in August? He had surgery in around July, like soon as the finals was on. So that means he's out until the following season.
Oh wow.
Yeah, like that none of that made sense to me. I'm like, wait a minute, if they knew he needed surgery, why did they wait so long? That means he's not playing. Yeah. Kawhi is not playing for the Clippers in 2021 to 22 season. There's no way how he could recover in time.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hear what you're saying. I'm just trying to figure out what the Knicks are doing, man.
Yeah, okay. Let me read it from Woj. It says
they're on a trade right now. Like they decided not to get any. Like I understand they wanted Duarte and Trey Murphy. I was hearing, but I thought they had interest in Jackson. They didn't pick him. He went to the Lakers. I thought they just got to steal Keon Johnson. They didn't take that pick. So are they really going for? Because I did hear earlier they were trying to figure out where Sharif Cooper was going, and they were asking a lot of people, or are they going to get McBride and then go and get 32? They could still get two solid players out of this draft, but I'm just right now I don't know what.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now on Woj's page. It says that Detroit will send the Clippers will send the 25th pick to the Knicks, and also on top of that, future second round pick, and then the Clippers will take the Knicks 21st pick. So apparently, right now the 25th pick. I mean, I guess after Houston picks this, Wow, Houston gets back-to-back picks right now.
Yeah, Houston gets 23 and 24.
All right, so the Knicks are right after them after 24. That's really the Knicks pick, even though it's gonna say the Clippers.
Yeah.
But damn, man,
So,
what
maybe
the Knicks are kind of stockpiling on these late.
second rounds. Yeah. So now they have a second round. So they have a first round and a second round pick. They're just really stocking,
Yeah, but
I see a trade coming, man. I see it big.
yeah, but
Like, I'm gonna be
here's my
surprised
issue
if
though.
they don't.
It doesn't make sense to trade with the Clippers. They're gonna be a decent. I don't expect them to be a shitty. Unless wait, let me see. Is that future? Unless the Knicks think that the Clippers is gonna suck this year, that
I
could
don't
be a
even
play.
know if it's just. I don't even know if it's just in their minds, just stockpiling more picks.
Nah, but like,
because they've had.
but hold on. But look at the teams they traded with. They traded with the Charlotte Hornets. That's normally not a good team, even though they're on the up and up. And then they also traded with the Clippers, which next year they're not going to be as good. There's no Kawhi Leonard in the Clippers next year, so that first round pick could end up being a decent. It could be higher up on the board. It might not be like a 21st pick. It could end up being like a 14th pick or like a 13th pick.
That's true. Let's see what the Rockets are doing.
God damn, the Rockets got mad. Like, what are they cashing in on the James Harden picks? God damn, it's like the fucking
So they
fifth
got
time they
Jalen
pick.
Green. They got this kid Garuba now. Was pretty good. And then they get the 24th pick. Wow. They're low key building. I mean, they're still probably gonna be a lottery team, but they're building a nice little young core for the future right now. Because they got what's his name from Kevin Porter, right? Kevin Porter Jr., Jalen Green. They got this Garuba kid now. Christian Wood, and they still have a pick right now. They still could get a good pick right now.
But it seems like they just bought this guy's coming to the NBA, or they just bought his rights.
I think he's come. I think he's gonna come because you know who's his agent? He's signed to CAA. Leon Rose. That's his son's. His son is Garuba's agent. So if he's CAA, they're trying to get him paid right now in the NBA.
No, yeah, I feel you.
If there's some type of contract buyout, they'll buy out. They'll figure it out. But yeah, I doubt you see him overseas. I think he'll be in the NBA. He'll be in training camp and some of the league stuff.
Yeah, that was crazy just now how Woj reported, because he made a mistake on his Twitter page. I guess it was a bunch of confusion because they made it seem like the Knicks were involved in the Lakers pick.
It did.
I was like, yo, I was mad confused.
I was like, what's going on? But
yeah, this is nuts.
Knows? They must have just identified who they wanted at 25. And a lot of people upset. That's why I'm laughing, man. Seeing everybody. I got my homie up there at the draft. He's like, we don't. He's in the arena. He's like, we don't even have a pick.
Word. It's like the first round's almost over.
You got all those Knicks fans in there. They can't even get excited about anybody.
Yeah, it's like basically a lot of fans went to the draft just to cheer the Knicks on to trade their first round picks. The Knicks just went in there just to trade. Yo, I'll be tight if I went to the draft and all they did was just trade their picks away.
Dude, my boy just took the train up from Maryland. My buddy Chris.
Oh man, that sucks.
There. Yeah, I was actually planning on going there. I'm glad I didn't. I would have to fly up there.
Yo, I'm looking at yeah, that's funny. The kid from BK said, dude got that Giuliani sweat. Yo, but that ass, I'm looking at Spike Lee like he's cheering mad hard, and it's like, for what? They just traded away everything. It's like, fuck. I could have just been at the crib chilling.
Yeah. 25 and Yeah, 25 and 32. Hopefully they get somebody. I know a lot of Knicks fans are big fans of Bones Highland. You still got Quentin Grimes out there. You got Cam Thomas. Sharif Cooper, I'd be really psyched, but I don't know if they talk about his height, man, but that kid's such a good passer and he's so quick,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and he's a real point guard. I would take a chance, especially if you're in 25. Why not?
I don't know, man. A lot of those Knicks fans in that arena, man, they are tight right now.
Yeah. So we'll see what they're gonna do. Who else is available right now? He'll probably be one of those guys. Or let's say Quentin Grimes already set in. Yeah. There's still
The Knicks are next.
Available. But
The Knicks are next.
It's just crazy. They went from it's just crazy. They went. Oh, you got one more for Houston, right? Yeah.
Yeah, Houston got one more pick. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do with all these damn draft picks. Like when it comes time for these guys to get paid. But the good thing about Houston, the guy that owns the team, he's cheap. So he's gonna be paying these guys like rookie scale contracts for the next 4 years. So at least
he's set. He's set.
Yeah, at least Houston's gonna be a cheap squad.
Business-wise, I mean, I'm excited to see Jalen Green in the NBA. So I know all those Houston fans, they're gonna be packing that arena to see that young kid. You know, so even if they don't get the win, they'll still have like the draw, which is not a bad deal. I don't know what they're gonna do with John Wall. They're gonna try to trade Wall or what?
And Houston just picking back to back is crazy, but they got 13 seconds. They better hurry up.
They got a lot of, because right now you got Jalen Green. They got the Garuba guy. So they're probably like, I think Cam Thomas would be a good pick. But
now, what happened when the clock runs out? The NBA never says what happens when they don't pick when the time runs out.
I don't think it's like.
There's no consequence.
Somebody the other day said like, "Oh, you're on it don't work like that." I'm sure it's already in by now. By the time he walks out, we'll see.
I'm surprised that there hasn't been more trades tonight. Philadelphia hasn't made a move. Golden State especially ain't make no moves. This shit is crazy. These teams got to win now.
Like, this could be. You don't have to make that. I'm pretty sure how long. You're going to free agency, right? So they could still technically make trades after tonight, or even like after to the second round. It sounds like crazy because nothing's happening right now, but you don't know if that could just be like a pick away, or just a little. Some of these deals just have a few proposed trade. Oh, that already happened. I don't know.
Yo, since the Rockets are taking too long, they should give Knicks a 24th pick, man. They should just move us up.
Yeah. Here it comes. What are they gonna do with this?
Yo, Eddie, you're bugging, man. The Knicks have the worst front office in sports. No, they don't, man. You bugging. Yo, the Minnesota Timberwolves own that spot, man. You bugging out. If the Knicks got all the first overall picks that the Minnesota Timberwolves got, we'd be in a lot better position, man.
What the hell? The Lakers just traded. You hear that one? Lakers traded Isaiah Jackson to the Pacers. Rockets got Josh Christopher. Hey, they low-key got a young squad, man. Low-key got a really, really nice young squad.
Yo, Adam Silver is confused, man. That trade was nuts.
Yeah.
That trade was a scam.
Proposed trade to the Knicks. What just happened with that? Did you see that one?
No, wait.
Sounds like I just saw the Knicks.
Nah, my thing is a bit more delayed than yours.
Oh, right, yeah.
I just watched Adam Silver read that confused ass card And he's like, "Yo, let them do whatever they want because I don't know what that trade was about."
Yeah. That was kind of weird. Isaiah Jackson to the Pacers. I didn't hear what the Pacers. He didn't really get out what the Pacers were gonna do. So now it says Clippers, even though you're saying that this is our pick, right?
Yeah, the 25th pick is the Knicks pick. So to me, the Knicks are gambling on the fact that the Clippers are going to be trash next year, and that pick is going to be higher.
Yeah, it just seems like with those picks, they're just getting as many picks as they can. If they have a chance to get this, what they say, disgruntled player. I wouldn't say disgruntled. It's just sometimes these guys are ready to move on.
Hold up, real quick. Woj, according to his Twitter, it says the Knicks are on board at 25, and they're targeting Quentin Grimes per sources.
All right, yeah. They really like Quentin Grimes. I heard that, so I'm not surprised. I think he's able to step in right away. But
Yep. I'm just looking around. Yo, it's crazy because Woj didn't even explain that Laker trade. Damn, Woj just skipped over that Laker trade. So that's probably why they let the Rockets the shot clock had expired, and they didn't make a pick because they were trying to figure out what the hell the Lakers was doing.
The first trade to the Clippers. Yeah, so Isaiah Jackson to the Pacers. Now we see who the Knicks are gonna, and are they gonna keep this pick? Let's see.
Yo, I'm looking at on them talk about the Clippers right now. That looks like a dead end situation. I don't know what's going on over there. It's just Kawhi Leonard not playing next year is crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah, he's been there. So he has to come back year 4 with the Clippers and try to win a championship now. Like they wasted 4 years already. It's about to be 3 years wasted.
Grimes. Oh, I hear you. Sorry. So the Knicks took Grimes. Wow.
Hopefully they don't
Honestly,
trade this
low-key,
shit.
Low-key, I wanted the Knicks to pick up Grimes, so I ain't mad at this pick.
All right, so we got a guard again.
He's a good guard too, man. He can shoot. He defends. He can guard the 2 and 3.
Could he start?
I'd say 6'5".
Yeah, he's 6'5",
You know
210.
Yeah. 6'5", over 200 pounds. I think definitely rotation. Definitely rotation. So
that's interesting. They say he's a workhorse. That's like the culture the Knicks have right now.
Yeah, very he plays defense, good ball handler. My thing is, if he's taller than Brogdon, he sometimes reminds me of Brogdon. I think he's a little stronger and taller. But I'm wondering, I was saying this before, can this guy actually, I'm not saying he'd be our point guard, but can he do spot minutes at the 1? Because I've seen him run that in Houston. He played for College of Houston. And then I seen him running the 1 at the combine. Like at the combine, he was guarding ones and he was playing lead guard. So, I'm not trying to put him into that position, but if that could happen, I like that pick. Because now we have a guy who could play 1, 2, and 3, and he can guard 1, 2, and 3. And he's definitely he's a shooter. Like you can't leave him open. So you have a bona fide shooter with him, IQ, and then I don't know what they're gonna do with the 32nd, but this kid's definitely you can't leave him open at 3 at all.
So wait, is he a true point guard? This guy Quentin Grimes?
No, he's definitely not a true point guard. I don't want to say that. I'm just saying I've been asking that question for a while, just since I've been watching him in the combine and watching him some of his highlights. He seems to be initiating the offense. So I'm just saying, like, or the Knicks looking at him like that, like, all right, we could put him in the game. He could slide to the one, have RJ play the two. Like, he's kind of versatile, But I wouldn't say he's a, start definite point guard or anything like that. But I think he has the ball handling and the defense to guard the position and play the position. But we'll see. We'll see in summer league. So I'm not.
Oh, he went to Kansas for 2 years.
So he got drafted to Kansas, and that didn't. I forgot what happened out there. It wasn't anything crazy, but just how some of these cats transfer. I want to say Rice. I think he went to Rice University.
Yeah, he went to some college in Houston.
Houston, he was doing the thing. But all right, so Quentin Grimes, I don't want to say 5-star recruit, but he was heavily recruited.
Yeah, he's an All-American.
Yeah, he was on that list. You say things on YouTube, I don't want people to be like, oh, he's saying he's as good as Suggs and Cade Cunningham and stuff, but he was in that tier of guys. Out of high school, he was in that group. He had a lot of offers, and then obviously Kansas, that's a big time school.
But I'm wondering what position did we just fill by getting this guy? A shooter from the bench or like what?
I want to say, I think with his size, you could play him at the 3. If Norman Powell is playing 3, you would play him at the 3. Now again, I don't know if they're starting. I'd have to see and hear what he's doing, but I feel like he has the skills to definitely be a rotation player.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could plug and play him like right now. You know what I mean? After a good training camp.
But where exactly would you put him?
I'd put him at the 2 or 3.
So that'll be a 2, a 3 as a starter, a 2 off the bench, because RJ would be at 2.
Yeah. Or if you thought about sliding, I know I'm not the biggest fan either. I don't know what you feel about sliding RJ to the 3.
Wait, sliding RJ to the 3? Nah, man, he gonna get hurt, man.
Yeah. So yeah,
he gonna be injured.
If you say that, yeah. If you think that, then I think he's strong enough to play that 3.
Nah, he's strong enough, but there's no reason to put him in that position to be getting banged up.
My bad. I was saying Grimes.
Oh, Grimes. Okay, my bad.
Yeah. Because I'm just thinking Norman Powell. I mean, I'm not putting him on his level. Norman Powell's a good player, but I think he's 6'4". He has that same type of strength, and so he could. But
I feel like Leon Rose and them, they got the guys that they want. Perhaps with that 32nd pick, they got somebody that they like that no one else is looking at. It's got to be that.
Yeah, it depends who falls. I mean, DJ Boston, man, that's a sleeper. I know Bones Highland. A lot of people are a big fan of his. They say he's a combo, but Bones, I mean, to me, he's a point guard. He could definitely run the point. He has the hand. He reminds me of Jamal Crawford, and he could shoot too. So, and then McBride is a bona fide point guard. Like Deuce, they call him Deuce McBride. He's a definite point guard. So we'll see what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I mean, what the Knicks got with the 32nd pick left?
They have the 32nd, and they have the 58th. Which 58 slicing, but
Yeah, I feel bad for the kid that got drafted at guard, the high flyer. I'm like, damn, yo, he really was like, yo, I'm a Knick. And then you go from that to like, fuck, I'm not a Knick.
Yeah. Keon Johnson, that was crazy.
Yo, because low-key, like right now, you become a Knick and like you're like a later pick. Yo, financially, you're gonna get mad deals versus another rookie. He's not gonna get that much shine versus you. Like off rip. Like I know Zion was sick when he saw the type of shine RJ was getting.
Oh yeah.
He's
You
like,
can't get
yo,
it. That's
get
the
the
thing
fuck
people
out
don't
of here.
understand. Like, KD was talking about it's not cool. Like people just don't get it, until they come to New York how
Yeah.
big these teams are.
Yo, but you ever seen that video of RJ just in the suit walking to the Garden for the first time? Like just a
Yeah, that
press? Like
that was
Zion
really
has
cool.
nothing like that, man. And he's supposed
And
to be
that
like the next figurehead.
and that organization, I'm just not a fan of the they always talk about Dolan and our management, and our ownership. I feel like the New Orleans Pelicans ownership, they're not the best owners.
Yo, they're not invested it like that in the league. They're really not. Like the thing is, what is it though? What's the woman's name? I forgot her name. Her husband is the one that just bought the team, but the NBA had to convince him to buy the team. He didn't want to. And then he died. He died like I think in 2017. And then, because they make most of their like sports money off the Saints. So they kind of move like, they're like NFL owners that think that the same thing, they could do the same thing with the NBA, but they don't realize the star controls the NBA. It's not like the NFL. It's not like the Saints, where the logo is more important than the player.
Yeah.
Like there's only a few teams
in
there's only a few teams in the NBA where the logo tends to be more important than the player. That's like the Lakers, the Knicks, the Celtics, but most other teams in the NBA, the player is not more important than the logo. I mean, the player is more important than the logo.
Yeah. It's just a weird team that we got going out there. Did you hear anything? This is off topic, but did you hear anything about that Ingram trade? About the Knicks trying to get Ingram?
Who?
The Knicks. I heard that yesterday. There was some chatter about that.
Oh, Brandon Ingram?
Going after Brandon Ingram. I was like, yo, that was that could be crazy. I know the Heat's in talks too. I heard the Heat. He mentioned that he wanted to go to the Heat, but I just thought about it. So we were talking about the Pelicans. That could be crazy.
Nah. If the Knicks did, I mean, I don't think Ingram would fit because we have unless they're not trying to pay Randall.
Yeah.
Like Ingram.
True. That's a big contract. But I did hear that. I heard that some chatter about that.
Yeah, that's crazy. If nah, man, it's too many forwards, yo. What we need is a fucking small forward that can consistently shoot and play some defense or a dynamic guard.
True.
I think what the Knicks are gonna do, they're gonna play it smart and slow. They're just gonna build young, build what they have, and then eventually, once somebody get disgruntled, a superstar like that's probably like a guard or someone like that, they're gonna go for that person. But they're gonna take it looked like they're gonna take their time.
True.
Like sort of what the Phoenix Suns did. Like Chris Paul became a free agent. They didn't have to give up shit. They just got Chris Paul and just fit him right in. They're like, yo, we already got a guard, we got a center. We're just gonna plug you in there.
Yeah.
And see what happens.
Possibly, man. I just feel like having those guys like Worldwide West and I try to say that to some Knicks fans, but I'll say it to you, Shale. I just feel like them being, Leon Rose being an agent, I just wouldn't be surprised at any time we make a major trade if it's on the table.
Nah, I 100% agree. I agree.
Yeah, I don't see them sitting around because it's just not in. My thing is, which a lot of people don't talk about. Most people don't even want to say it, but Dolan has been very quiet. I just don't want him, wake up a sleeping giant and this guy is like, oh well, when are we gonna get this superstars? Because I guarantee when those guys got the job, they sold him on, hey, we're gonna get free agents here. And now you're saying let's wait to 2022, which is only 1 year, but
it's only 1 year, but 2022 is the year that. Did you look at that free agency list? That shit is insane. That free agency list is insane. It's almost like every big name is in there.
True.
So, I don't put it past them trying to trying to build up some assets now. Like you said, anytime they could pull that trigger and be like, "Yo, we're going after everybody. We don't care who they are."
True. There's
Because
some
like
good
if
players on
you
the
if you look
board,
at
man.
2022, they could even take someone. I'm not saying this could happen, but it's possible. They could take someone like LeBron James and Stephen Curry and just put them together. Like that's how much names are on that list.
Yeah.
That was like the lower end
You're
of
right.
that list that I saw. I was like, damn, all these people available at once.
No, everybody's pretty much available, like you said. It's gonna be, yeah. You're right. 2022 is gonna be crazy. Like, it would be nuts not to have money for that. But I just, at the same time, I feel like if the Knicks somehow can get a big name now, they'll do it. Oh, the Nets got Cameron Thomas, man. I'm telling you, this guy's gonna be a problem. This kid is gonna be a problem.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. The Clippers. Let me see.
Yeah, Cameron Thomas, man. This kid can shoot like from everywhere, man. I mean, he has so many moves. He's not the most athletic, but
Mm-hmm.
step backs. He shoots from the logo, turnaround jumpers, hezzies. Like he has so many different counter moves. I think the NBA he's gonna be able to do. If he were, gets on his gets stronger. He's pretty good. His height. I want to say 6'4", 6'5", maybe 6'4". Yeah. I'm kind of mad the Nets got him because I feel like that guy. You're gonna see this guy in a year or two, man. He's just gonna be a problem to stop scoring, man.
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. Denver is trying to trade the number 26 pick. And there's still some guys on this board. But, once again, it depends on the fit.
Yeah, well, my boy Cooper's still on the board. Tariq Cooper, I'd love to take him up. Miles McBride. Those are two traditional point guards. Now, are they ready to jump in and start? But I feel like they're both ready for rotation minutes. So, and you could call one of them the point guard of the future, along with that kid, Ayo from Illinois. He's a true point guard too.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. Who would you get right now that can at least play 25 to at least 30 minutes so Derrick Rose could come off the bench? Like and so we won't start what's his name? Peyton. We need somebody to come in just to play those minutes.
I'd say maybe go with McBride from Deuce McBride from Virginia. But I'm such a big fan of Cooper, man. I'm just hoping that maybe Cooper could do his thing in the league. The knock on him is his shot and his height. He's 6'1". People don't even want to say he's 6'1". They say he's 5'11". I think he's at least 6 feet. But his height and his shot. But he's an elite. I go as far to say he's the best passer in the league. Like he averaged 8 assists in college, which is kind of crazy in college. That was in 12 games, but still, he's such an elite passer. Like I don't see him not being able to like come into the league and at least give you 5 assists, 6 assists. So if you can have him come off the bench and be like, hey man, your scoring will come, but we just need you to get assists, I don't think you'll have a problem. So the kid McBride's a much better shooter. A little taller, I'm gonna say 6'3". Definitely a better shooter. But he's a good playmaker, but he's not as good as a passer as
Yeah, because with the guy we just drafted, he's 6'5". He kind of plays like a guard a little bit, but we really need someone at that small forward position to sort of.
It's weird with the small forward, man. I'm just trying to still see who's Isaiah Livers. I don't know. I think that's a little too high for him. The kid Kessler Edwards from Pepperdine. He's a nice player, man.
Yeah, because I feel like right now we still didn't fill our holes. Right now, I felt like we just got a player to take Kevin Knox's position in case Kevin Knox doesn't really start popping off. He's just gonna take Kevin Knox's spot, but we still don't have that starter small forward. We don't have a point guard that can at least play 20 minutes, so D Rose can at
Yeah.
least come in for the next 25.
And like I said with Butler, I'm worried about his medicals, but Jared Butler, man, I mean, he's still out there. Jaden Springer, he's a point guard. He's young though. He's 18, but maybe you do what the Spurs did with Josh Primo and just say, "Hey, I'm gonna take the talent,"
Mm-hmm.
because Jaden Springer is definitely strong, good shooter, good defender. He's a legitimate point guard at 6'5". You know, it's a 30-second pick, so I mean, and he was definitely highly touted out of high school. So, you know, they have options at point guard. I don't know about the options at small forward. They could always go for a big. I think the guy Dassey's still here, still available. And like I said, don't sleep on BJ Boston because it's Kentucky, man. And people sleep on Boston, but Kentucky had a weird year. They lost their kid Clark. I think they lost an assistant coach too or something. Like they had a crazy year. I'm not gonna give them, to give him a pass for not having a great season. But BJ Boston was out of high school. I mean, I was a top 5 pick, man, minimum top 10.
Damn.
For you to be able to get him in the second round, and he's a legitimate small forward.
Yeah, but how the hell do you fall off like that?
Dude, the league is I mean, since I've been watching it, it's gotten worse. But the league's always been really tough. I mean, if you were to make one mistake, if you were to have, I don't think it's anything personal. I don't think he's had any crazy issues. He just did not look great in college. But out of high school, I mean, yeah, lottery pick, So if he's available at 32,
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Knicks pass on him. You know what I mean?
I'm just hoping they don't. I'm just hoping they don't flip that pick.
I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna flip 32. Let's see. That's a good pick.
But speaking of teams that are stuck, Philadelphia is stuck, man. They don't get rid of Simmons. Has become like some sort of thorn on their side, man.
Yeah.
It's just.
Yeah, I mean.
They waited too long to get rid of him. They should have been got rid of him.
I think a lot of teams are interested. I just think some of that stuff's gonna happen, after this draft clears out. Yeah. Let's see what they're gonna do.
And the teams that are interested in Simmons, they better have some greedy ass scorers. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
Just people who just want to take shots because I don't know, man. After what we saw in the playoffs, I was like, damn, they just lost any leverage they had to get rid of Simmons.
They did, but I still feel like a team's gonna bite me. It's still.
Yeah, a team like Orlando. A team like in Orlando's position, like a small market team where you're not a destination, like they would fall for it. But
yeah. I mean, I'd like to see the kid. I wish he would just really take this offseason serious and prove people wrong. I don't think he's ever going to be a great shooter, but come back to where all right, you want to leave me open, I might miss 2, but I'll hit 3. After that, and just but at this point I just don't know where his mentality is at.
Yeah, I have no idea either. I'm shocked, man. It's been a number of years, and then I don't know how the NBA voted him into the All-Star game. He averaged like 15 points a game. There were other plays, and then you look at Trae Young, and then they say, "Oh, Trae Young is not an All-Star, but Ben Simmons is."
That was crazy.
That didn't make any sense to me.
The league gets weird, man. They just they have their politics. It's like Randall not getting a phone call for the Olympic team. It's like you got Kevin Love out there. You got all It's like, oh well, he has a kid. Well, that's his decision, though. You can't just be like. A lot of people are like, oh well, he's having another child. Well, that's his decision. You let him make that decision. His family make that decision. But you give him an offer. to go to Tokyo, and then if he decides to say, "Hey, I want to be with my wife," she's expecting, I don't want to go, then that's on him. But I felt like not getting him that opportunity, that was just weird. He gets an All-Star game, you give him Most Improved Player, and you got a bunch of what did they bring over there? Garland, they brought Kevin Love. I didn't get that.
Yeah, Kevin Love ended up not staying there because he just didn't fit. He was a bad fit over there.
Yeah, I just didn't understand why there wasn't at least an invitation. You know what I mean? But whatever, it is what it is. He'll have time to practice and be with his family, and I still believe in Randall. Like, obviously it was upsetting. As upset as anybody else. I felt like waiting for him to get his shots, but they focused on him,
Yeah, they focused on him.
Look how they play defense on him and nobody else. That's why I kind of like this Grimes pick, because you can't leave Grimes open. So if, you say at least get IQ out there, get Grimes out there.
Yeah, but the Knicks were missing that stretch four. That was a problem. They was missing that stretch four to bring Capella out that paint. It was just like Tibbs. Man, when you seen Tibbs playing Derrick Rose for 30 plus minutes like that, it's like, man, there's no other options. This lineup is just not doing it.
Yeah, it was really bad. It seemed like nobody had it going at a certain point, And those first two games, they were looking good, They got that one game, the first game, if Trey doesn't hit that layup, that could have been our game. And then it went from that to just that. You know what I mean? But again, no shot creators, not enough shot creators. I won't say none, because they wouldn't have had 41 wins if they didn't have any. But you need some more shot creators, and you need some just guys that just get that ball and they don't need any space and they can just create their own shot. You can't leave them open for three.
Yeah.
So at least I like to say Quentin Grimes I feel like he can step up and be one of those guys. And then, they gotta do free agency and see what else they can do. Hopefully RJ comes back shooting like he was last season. See.
Well, yeah, hopefully RJ's shot can improve, but overall, I'm just waiting to see this 32nd pick because I'm just hoping at least they get at least one or the other, a 3-and-D guy, or at least some guy that can at least play 20 minutes a game at the point guard position.
Yeah, I'll definitely. I'm gonna watch that with you too, man. Then I might have to bounce, but I'll let you know. I say I'm pretty into the draft, so I'm not gonna say I'm an expert on some of these guys, but I could probably give you.
Yo, you definitely know a lot about like the amateur circuit, man. Like, I'm not too familiar with it. Like,
I love it, man. It just me. It was always I always just want to know who's coming into the league. It's exciting to me. Like, I love who's in the league now, but I always want to I never like people telling me, "Oh, you hear about this player?" Like,
that's why I never pretend to know anything about these guys when they come up through the amateur circuit, because I just wait till they come into the league and I evaluate them.
Yeah,
I'm just like, all right.
So a lot of nowadays with YouTube, you got Balls is Life, you got Swish, you got a lot of this coverage on there. I don't know if you're familiar with the Peach Jam. I always watch Peach Jam, Jordan Classic, Donald's All-American. Everybody kind of watches that. But you can kind of see who's coming in. And then,
there's a whole scene with that. There's people that's really into that. Like, there's a whole scene of that.
No, I'm like casual now. I used to be a lot more into it, but I mean, I got a few people I know. They could tell you every little, what high school they went to, who they played. I forgot Zaire Williams played with Bronny James. He played with Dwayne Wade's son and LeBron James' son, Bronny.
Yo, what's up with that situation? Is LeBron James' son really that nice? Because that's one thing they can't fake. Is he really that nice to be ranked?
Bro, honestly,
to be an NBA player? Like, I don't know, man. They're making him seem like the first guaranteed NBA player, even though
I
he's
know,
not
but
top ranked in his class.
he's in his circuit. I mean, I have to look at that class a little more. That's a good question. But when I see him amongst his peers, he just looks like a lot better. I mean, there's definitely players out there that are on his level, but there's not a lot. You know what I mean? And he seems like he's growing into that man body like his dad did, like real young. Like he's looking like he's gonna probably step into the league doing like, but not like his dad's size, but he might step into the league at like 220 or something crazy, man. You know, I don't know how tall he's gonna get, but he seems to every year I see him, he gets a little taller, he gets a little, more muscular. And then he's got game. He's got that athleticism. He's got the shot. So yeah, I'd say he's for real. Now, LeBron James status, that I don't know about that, but
Yeah,
he's
because the
looking
way
like,
they talk about him like he's a guarantee to come in the league. I'm like, yo, I don't think he's even the nicest player in his own class.
yeah. Like I said, I gotta check out that class a little more. But I'm always watching this show, so we could talk about that one day. But like I said, just the eye test, yeah. He right now, from what I've seen, he looks really legit. So, but of course, him being LeBron's son, I mean, he's gonna get that extra. It's just what it is.
Yeah, he's gonna get that extra boost to get in the league.
Yeah. So we'll see what the Knicks are gonna do here.
Yeah, it's like 2 picks away.
Oh, yeah, 2 picks away. It's crazy. Sharif Cooper's not in the first round. It might have been the height thing, man, but I don't know. You look at. I hate to compare him to Trae Young because he's not a shooter at all. But like I was telling somebody in a Knicks chat, chat one day, he's not like a player you could just dare to shoot though. Like he might miss 5 in a row threes, but he might hit 5 threes in a row. You know what I mean? So that doesn't make him a good shooter, but he's not like hard. Like people act like he's just a horrible shooter. Like he averaged 20 points in college, and he played in what is it? EY? I might be getting it wrong. EYCL or it's one of those big AAU circuits, but I think it's Chris Paul's team. And then when he plays with all his peers, he's always just a problem. So I don't see him getting into the league and people just like, oh, you're a little guy, you're not gonna get your shot off, or you're not gonna. And speed wise, going into the league, I'd say Cooper, he's as quick as anybody in the league right now. Besides maybe like with John Morant, but still end to end, they might be right like the next. You know what I mean? He doesn't have that athleticism, but his passing skills are pretty crazy. So I don't know. Some team might get a steal.
I don't know. Wait, there's a trade right now.
The Knicks are gonna go for it, but if he turns out to be, he could be special. I don't think he's gonna be a bust. He might not be great, but he can be great. I think Sharif Cooper. But we'll see.
Wait, you see this right now? Wait, hold on. There's a trade. I think somebody just made a trade.
Oh, proposed trade.
Oh yeah, Utah traded the 30th pick to Memphis.
Look at Memphis, man.
Yo, Memphis has been on the move this whole these past couple of weeks. They got rid of Valanciunas. They rode him while his stock was high. They got some draft picks out of the Pelicans, and now they're still finessing.
Yeah, they made a lot of moves. It's the first round, man. 2 more picks. We'll see what. So the Knicks have a chance to get McBride. I think that might be their pick. Sharif Cooper's still available, which is crazy. The kid Ayo from Illinois, he's a point guard too. Yeah, so they have some options. They have some good options at point guard, but they might take. I'm trying to think what wings are available. I don't know if Isaiah Todd is a small forward or a power forward, but he's out there. Forgot the kid's name from Pepperdine. He's a good three, good shooter. But value right now for what's on the board, I say point guard. Like point guard's the value. But we'll see. Not sure. And you got Jared Butler on the board. Really good guards out there right now. It's crazy. Yo.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Now I'm just looking at the recap of the first round.
Oh, Kessler Edwards. Kessler Edwards. I'm not sure if he's a small forward, or power forward, but I think he's a three. Kessler Edwards. That if you're gonna go three, I probably will. There, but I don't know how you pass on these guards, especially the Knicks needing a point guard, at least a backup point guard. You got three really good point guards, I think. Sharif Cooper, well, four. You got Sharif Cooper. Like I said, Butler, I'm just worried about that medical, but, you see what Butler did. I know that's in college, but, he did his thing. Good point guard. Io, and you got McBride. So, I mean, if they want a point guard, somebody's going to be there.
Nah, but also I'm also looking at what's it called? Philadelphia 76ers. They're saying that right now the Sixers are close to a deal for Ben Simmons, but it's not gonna happen tonight. I just seen on Woj's page.
Did they mention anybody?
Nah, they kind of just kept it under wrap, but they said it's almost done. But they said it doesn't look like it's gonna happen tonight.
Shoot.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, that is nuts.
To see what's going on with that, man. That's a funny thing. I feel like you wake up tomorrow and you see all these last minute trades.
Yeah, because when is free agency?
Free agency starts. I
think it starts next week.
It starts on Monday.
Yeah,
I want to say free agency starts Monday because summer league is because summer league's the 8th. So they get 1 week of they get 1 week because by the time summer league comes, it's always everything's usually done.
Yeah,
I want to say, and
August 2nd.
Quick, free agency by midnight. I mean, they're signing.
Nah, it's 6 p.m. August 2nd.
Oh, August 2nd. All right, makes sense. Yeah, so man. What a season. That's the one thing about basketball, man. Off season's even more exciting.
Word, this shit's gonna be crazy. It's like in a few days.
So on Tuesday, you're gonna see, even if there are huge trades, the Knicks might have Norman Powell, they might have Lonzo Ball, I'm just throwing names out there. They might have Kelly Oubre on the squad. They might have, what might be going on by then.
Yeah,
there'll probably be a few trades.
Yeah, that Chris Paul situation, I don't know how that's gonna play out for Phoenix because they got a number of players that are eligible for kind of extensions. They got Bridges, the Cameron Payne guy. They got another guy, DeAndre Ayton is eligible for extension, and then Chris Paul's about to opt out and ask for like 3 years, $100 million. I don't remember the Phoenix Suns ever going over the luxury tax like that. Do you ever remember that?
Yeah,
seeing that?
I don't, but
I don't think they ever did.
I think they'd be crazy to not re-sign Chris Paul. Man.
Me too. I agree.
Like that would be like they would look crazy.
But but that does not mean they would actually be a better squad because if they re-sign Chris Paul, they're probably gonna lose Bridges. They're probably gonna lose Cameron Payne. Yeah. Remember, DeAndre Ayton's contract is up, so he's eligible for extension. So His money's eventually gonna kick in. Chris Paul money gonna eventually kick in. They don't, and then they said that Bridges qualifies for like 20 million a year. So I don't know if the Phoenix Suns, their ownership is set to spend all that money, like and hitting the luxury tax.
That's true, man. Yeah, they got a lot of choices to make. I don't know. I don't see them going back. I feel like not getting Chris Paul definitely sends them back. You know what I mean? But we'll see. We'll see. We got the Bucks coming up. Let's see. All right, that's what I was saying. The forward.
Oh, who they got? Who they got?
He played for the Bucks. They got Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, yeah. I guess your draft coverage is a little bit ahead of mine.
Oh, all right, my bad. Yeah.
Okay, they got a forward, a 6'10" guy.
So here come the Knicks again.
Yeah.
I don't see how they don't go point guard, man. They literally, the Knicks is sitting here with the ability to get. I don't know if you heard that Tom Thibodeau, he's been pushing for this guy McBride. Did you hear that?
Nah.
Yeah, so it sounds pretty credible. It came out of New York. I don't know if it's even bigger. A lot of people don't like Mark Berman. I get it, but I give Mark Berman this. He's around the team. He's been around the team for 30 years.
Hell yeah, man. That dude followed Porzingis to Dallas, man, when he did his first interview.
So a lot of people are like, oh, I don't want to listen to Mark Berman. Now, when it comes to like a Lillard trade, maybe not, or like big stuff, but little things like who we're gonna draft in the second round. It's not happening tonight. It just can't. Right. Okay. Yeah, so we got this pick coming up here. Excuse me, man. I just had to talk to my family for a minute. Yeah, so they have the opportunity to get point guard, man.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got Cooper, you got Butler, you got McBride, you got Ayo. I mean, come on, dude. Like, just pick one. It's the second round. If it doesn't work out, at least you have somebody you can show to the fans. This could possibly be a point guard. I would love for them to take the kid Jason Preston is good too. I just don't know how he's going to do in the NBA, but that kid's actually, he looks good on the court, man. See what they're gonna do.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless, I trust the process with the Knicks management right now.
Not bad. I just had a trade come up. Here it is. Can we get a point guard? What? Who is this? Knicks are funny, dude. Oh, Knicks are wild. No point guard. They're just small forward, though. Wow. So this guy's a small forward?
A Villanova guy, man. What? So is this a 3-and-D guy? Yo, this is a big motherfucker. 242? Damn.
Oh, they said they're trading it. Wait, are they trading it?
242 pounds? Damn.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, he's a good player. I'm shocked the Knicks didn't go for 1 point guard. That means they're definitely free agency, or they might pick up one of these picks. I don't know, but no Cooper.
Whoa, then I think the Knicks just traded this pick away again.
What?
Yeah, OKC has acquired the number 32 pick from the Knicks. OKC, yeah, they just picked for OKC just now. OKC wanted this dude. They wanted Earl Robinson, and they gave the Knicks. The Knicks gave him the number 32 pick for the number 34 and 36. So the Knicks have the number 34
wow.
and 36 pick.
Oh wow.
What the fuck? God damn, yo, this shit's fucking what a night, man. God damn.
This has been the craziest.
Holy shit.
This has been the craziest draft.
Yo, it's so crazy because on TV, they're not even saying that. They're saying that so late.
I did see a little ticker next to the Knicks name, but wow. All right, yeah, this kid Preston, man, he's a good player. You look at him, bro, and you never even think this kid can ball, but I've seen some highlights on, he's a good baller. My bad, I might get him out for a second. I just gotta open my garage.
Yo, this is wow, man. I mean, you're right, man. This coverage is crazy. The coverage is off. It's like Twitter is moving faster than the coverage.
Yeah, it's just always ahead of the game, man.
Yeah, man. It's just even Woj's page is not even like fast enough, man. It's like this shit keeps changing.
Yeah, so they got my bad, slow down. My bad. So you said we got the 34th and the 36th?
Yeah, 34th and the 36th pick.
Wow.
God damn, Leon Rose is, I mean, they're working them phones, boy.
Yeah,
they are working them phones.
So
yo, did we pick anybody in the draft yet?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we did. Yo, I didn't even remember. Holy shit.
Grimes, yeah.
Yeah, we did. We got one guy. Yo, this is crazy. This is nuts.
I can only imagine, man.
This is
people
nuts.
Go, like fans going nuts right now. It's like, oh, we get our 32nd pick. No, you don't. You get your 34th pick.
Yo, we made so many trades. I forgot we even got somebody, man. Holy shit.
Wow.
Okay, so it looks like we're pretty much about to pick back to back. So right now, yeah, this is our pick right now.
You know what's crazy, man? Like if they could get a point guard and go ahead and get a I like the 3, but I think the guy Bassey from I think it's Virginia State. I forgot where, West Virginia or something. No, it's not West Virginia. I forgot where he played, but he's a nice center, man. He's like a legitimate 5, backup 5. I don't think I've seen him go off the board yet. Like that would be. They get a point guard, Grimes. Like I said, I think Grimes could play the 3.
Now let me ask you a question. Wait, could that center guard multiple positions?
I think he could maybe 4 and 5, but he can step out and shoot the 3. Now he's not a great 3-point shooter, but he does stretch the floor. Like you can't just. He would stretch the floor. Maybe like a. I'm trying to think who he's kind of like. Maybe like a Jerry Grant a little bit. Not his style of play, but. He would definitely stretch the floor though. And then who else do they have? Oh, so OKC picked that kid Rakas. I can't even say his name, from Lithuania. He's a point guard, but I don't. So is that the Knicks pick?
Yeah. That's exactly who the Knicks wanted.
He's a point guard, man. I don't even know if he's eligible to come over here, to be honest. So I don't know if that's a stash player. Like I have no idea what. And it's crazy. You know, Leon Rose never talks. He's gonna have to talk to the media after this.
Nah, I don't
I
think.
don't know.
I think if he does talk to the media, he's gonna talk to the MSG media.
Oh yeah. But at least somebody. I just like what. I hope someone asks him like, you're sitting here with all these point guards, supposedly. Well, it could be a bunch of bull that I heard Tips wanted the kid McBride, but the kid's sitting right there, and you took a guy from Lithuania who actually that guy's a good foreign player, but I don't even think he's eligible. He's eligible to come over here, but I think he has to get a buyout or something. I don't know. You got McBride.
Hold on. I'm not sure yet because I'm looking at his averages. He averaged 8 points a game, like 4 assists, 1 rebound. Like I don't know.
Yeah. But that's who they picked, and you still have these guys on the board, so maybe they just don't want to have any players. But I figure with the 4 picks, they'd at least get 2 of these guys. And then, and you got Brandon Boston Jr. I don't know. Maybe they just want 2 guys, and they're gonna stash this kid. He's a good player. Like I know a lot of people watch the yeah. He's a baller, man. I know that's overseas, but a lot of these guys usually do their thing. He's a legitimate point guard, but I feel like that's a stash pick. I don't think.
Yeah, I hate those stash picks, man.
I'd be surprised, but you never know. They brought Valdoza over here, so But you don't go for Sharif Cooper. You don't go for Miles McBride. I don't. This draft that's what I wrote. I was in the chat earlier. That's what I meant. This draft is confusing to me. It's just a lot of people drop that in. People drop. Again, Spurs taking Primo that early. I mean, they just must have really liked him as a player. But that was like, he was like 12 to 15 picks higher. And then you got guys like Miles McBride, not even picked yet. I thought he would at least be like maybe 24, 25, the late first round. You got JT Thor still out there.
Yeah, this is. I mean, I'm looking at this dude's highlights. I even like his handles, man. His handles don't look tight. They look like the ball might might fall out on some flimsy shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like you said, man. This shit might be a stash pick. I don't understand the pick.
That's gotta be a stash pick. Herwick Jones. He's a good player too. But just surprised nobody wow, BJ Boston's still on the board. Like I thought it'd be early second round. I didn't think he would be going into like the second round. And then McBride's still on the board. Ayo's on the board. Sharif Cooper is still on the board, which is wow.
Yo, but these guys at the end of the day, they have to work out for the teams, and it's something they seeing that they don't like. It's got to be that, man, because the last year with the pandemic, I was like, I don't know how the hell they saw half these dudes work out.
That's true, man, but I don't know. I mean, I don't consider myself a scout, but I feel like you got to look at these guys' full range of career. You know what I mean? Like, so you don't high school, man, nothing like all these. Being a 5-star recruit in high school and dominating all these tournaments, and that's crazy to me. They even look like I'm a little biased for Cooper, but 20 and 8. He averaged 20 points, 8 assists in college. Like, you don't even get like you didn't get a flyer on the team yet. That's kind of crazy, but you're right. It could have been something, they didn't like the interview or. Who knows?
Yeah, that shit doesn't make any sense.
They're really showing off Davion Mitchell. He's probably got more coverage than Cade Cunningham this draft.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know the NBA likes that pizzazz, man. They like that marketing.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing what the Knicks are gonna do now with this 36th pick.
I just like them to just get a point guard there. I just don't get it. But get McBride. I'd be happy with Boston too. DJ Boston. I feel like based on his high school resume, I'm willing to pass on what happened, in Kentucky. But let's see. I just don't understand why they wouldn't just get one point guard, just to at least say, man. But like you said, maybe they did their research and they weren't feeling these guys. We'll see right now. Pick is in.
Yeah, because to me, the 58th pick that they got now for the second round, that's definitely a stash pick. Picks like that, those tend to be like damn. We'll be surprised if you're even alive in the NBA after summer league.
Yeah. But like I said, that guy Rock, I'm not too familiar with the foreign game, but he's a name over there. Like he's known as being like one of the better players over in international basketball. But yeah, I'd be surprised if Quentin Grimes said New York was good. Knows how to talk that lingo.
Yeah.
I'm excited about the Grimes pick. I'll be honest. I like that pick. I was talking about picking. I just thought he would be more of a 32nd pick. But if that's your guy, and I heard the Knicks will buy by him. If that's your guy, go get your guy.
Man, I'm surprised they let Grimes. I'm surprised they let Grimes tweet out, man, because they were like, Grimes, don't tweet out so quick when we end up trading you, because we've been trading picks all night.
They got McBride. My bad. Sorry for interrupting you. Mm-hmm. So the Knicks got a point guard, man. Goodness. All right. So, bro, you have a point guard here, man. You were talking about that guy who could play 20 minutes. I think he's ready for that. I think he's ready for that. Now, I might not be starting, but off the bench, he's a legitimate point guard.
Okay. So, 6'2", 195.
Yeah, I mean, he's a good player, man. Soft kid. He played football in high school. I think he broke his leg in high school, but he hasn't had any situation with that. So,
right, he's very he's a point guard. They're showing mad defensive highlights. God damn.
Oh no, he's a defender. There's a game. I gotta get your I can send it to you over your channel. There's a game where he went against Cade Cunningham. And he was ripping Cade. Cade's that's a big boy, man. 6'8", 200 pounds. Yeah. So he was checking Cade. So he's fearless. He can hit the three. He's athletic enough to dunk, I mean, he's not going to dunk all the time, but, he'll dunk on somebody. Real good defender. Playmaking. I want to say he's a great passer, but he's a playmaker. He's a legitimate point guard. And he puts pressure on the, he's a Tibbs type of player. And I guess that's true. Then if they got him, Tibbs might have been saying. I heard Tibbs was pushing for them to draft him. So that's good because they say Tibbs doesn't play rookies, but I feel like he's Tibbs type of point guard. Mm-hmm. So at least you could say now, well, we got Valdoza. I don't know what you did. You tell me what you think about Valdoza. For me, I'm not looking for him to be a superstar. I just want him to be serviceable. I feel like he could easily give you 20 minutes a game, give you assists. I like the fact that, not to like bash Frank, I know he always gets bashed, but he's just going to shoot. He's going If he's at the 3-point line, he'll put up that three. He's not afraid to miss it. You know, you can't leave him open from three. I mean, to me, I don't see that being a problem in the NBA. I feel like he could just come to the NBA. Now, do you want him to be your starter? But he's a serviceable point guard. Now you got this guy McBride. You know, I'm not saying don't go after a Lowry, but can you have those two guys and maybe resign Rose and be good? I don't know if you're cool with that, but I feel with those two, now that you have McBride, I don't know if you have to go out and get a Lowry, or you have to talk about you have to get a point guard. You know, but as far as Lonzo, I'm a Lonzo Ball fan, so you know. But is it necessary now that you have?
Now wait, hold on. Can this guy facilitate his own offense? Wait, those highlights you were talking about, you try to post it on the community. I think there's like a community tab under the channel page.
I'll do it. I'm not on my computer right now.
Yeah, whenever you get a chance.
I'll do it. But I'm saying if I forget to, just if you put in McBride versus Cade on the YouTube, it'll pop up because that was a pretty big game.
Wait, hold on. Let me see. McBride versus who?
McBride versus just I think McBride Cade. If not, just put West Virginia Oklahoma. Mr. Papa, Oklahoma State. And they'll show those highlights. But yeah, he was checking Cade. I mean, I'm not saying he's gonna stop Cade. Cade's hard to stop, but I think he had a few steals.
You're right. Yeah, I see it right here.
Pretty big moments. Yeah. He's a tough point guard.
Right, that seems like the Tibbs way right now.
Yeah. So I'm just glad they got a point guard and they got and he's a shooter too. You can't leave him open at three. You know, you definitely can't leave McBride open at three. So you have a point guard that can stretch the floor and can get to the bucket. And then you got Quentin Grimes as a shoot. So you got two shooters. Ain't bad.
Yeah, I'm looking at Woj's page right now.
Oh, you found it?
Yeah, I found him. I'm about to put in the community tab right now.
Yeah. No, that's good. So you can let people know what it is. Yeah, that's a good game. And then he's got a lot of good games. Legitimate point guard. So honestly, you know, I don't know what grade I give this draft, but I like those two players, and I think they're both two players that are ready to. And that might be a thing too. That makes it like we need guys that could be in our rotation now. I feel like they're both of those players you could put in the rotation right now. I'm not saying you start. I wouldn't be surprised if McBride. You don't know, like, you know, I know he's a rookie, but I mean, you never know because that kid is definitely fearless. You know, so he's not gonna go into camp and be afraid of anybody in camp. I'll tell you that. So, you know, IQ or whoever. I know people don't consider IQ a point guard, but I think he knows he's got to be more of a playmaker this year. So, McBride is probably coming for everybody's minutes. And we still got Brandon Boston on the clock.
Yeah, that's some interesting shit. Well, the Knicks have like the 58th pick or some shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to balance that, but yeah, we'll definitely talk more.
Yeah, definitely,
what happens
man.
With that 58th, I know a lot of people talking about Luka Garza. I feel like he's a little throwback center, but he stretches the floor. I don't know if he's in the last of 58. There's a player called Jericho Sims, I think it is. He actually hit his head on the friggin' rim, man. It almost took his own head off on him. That's how high he jumped.
Damn.
He's like 6'10". So there's some I'd like to see him take a big. I don't think Charles Bassey will last till then, but if they get a backup center, man, that would be good. You know, that's
Yeah,
a
we
pretty good
would need
draft
something like
spot.
that. Probably with the last pick. I mean, the thing about the center position right now, you can find a backup pretty cheap
Yeah,
in the NBA.
yeah.
Even a veteran backup. You just need them for like 10 minutes a game because everybody playing small.
Yeah. What do you think about You think it's over for Noel?
I
Probably
don't think
asking
it's
maybe too
over.
much money.
Yeah, I think he. I
Yeah.
mean, he's probably gonna ask for more money.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if the Knicks are willing to pay him. We'll see how much he wants, but I feel like he's probably gonna get more money elsewhere.
Yeah, I don't.
And
You
King
think
Charles.
you think they got his bird rights?
I don't know how to. I gotta look into that.
Yeah.
But yeah, the Knicks got some shooters. I'd say the Knicks definitely got some shooters tonight. And I'll be honest, low key, those are two players that I was high on coming into the draft. Like I was definitely high on McBride. I'm surprised Sharif Cooper's still out there, man. I felt like I know a lot of Knicks fans wanted Cooper, but McBride, it makes sense. He's more of a Tibbs type player, and the knock on Cooper is the shooting. You know, you don't want to go back to like the Alpha Payton. You know, you got this guy who just. Like I said, you can't leave him open like that, but McBride, you definitely can keep him open. So now you have a legitimate point guard who can shoot. I feel like Vildoza is a good shooter. So
Yeah, for
you hear me?
sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
my Bluetooth's about to go off. But yeah, man, always a pleasure.
yeah,
Good
definitely, man.
talking,
Chef, stay up, man, for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, good talking, Knicks, man. You know, when I get free time, I'm all about that. So,
Yeah, definitely.
and
I'll probably
I'll
end up
show
doing
you
another
how.
one during free agency. I mean, we'll see how the off season shapes up, but I'll probably do an off season recap.
Yeah, you got the off season. I'll be checking the summer league if you do a little show on that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be
Definitely
checking that
see.
out for
Yeah, I'll
sure.
definitely if I can't watch them live, I'll record them. I'm excited to watch the summer. I actually was thinking about going out there, but I think it's cutting it close.
Yeah, it's only gonna last a
But
week. I think summer league is normally 2 or 3 weeks, but this year it's like a week.
yeah. But
Yeah.
what was I gonna say? Yeah, good show, man. Keep it going. You mess with a lot of other people in the Knicks, what they call it, the Knicks universe now. I've been hearing that. You got a whole bunch of different podcasters, but you're doing your thing, man.
Yeah, definitely.
You
I
know,
mean, I gotta start checking them out. It's just
yeah, check them
whatever
out.
comes
Let
to
them.
my mind. That's why I just end up just formulating something
Yeah,
show to. But I'm definitely gonna check
yeah.
out the
Let them know
other
what you.
fellas.
Let them know what you're
I
doing.
see other people. You know, they're interviewing like some Knicks players. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. You know, it's good. You're doing a good thing. But yeah, I've seen a few people pop on the show from other I want to say podcasts or YouTube, Knicks channel. But yeah, definitely let people know what you're doing. I'll try to do the same, man, because you got a good show going on. And yeah, thanks for letting me be a part of it.
Yeah, definitely. That's the
We'll
whole
see what's
purpose
up with
of
this
the
year.
call up, man. It's like just for you guys to chime in and just I want to hear what you guys think because you especially you're very knowledgeable with the amateur circuit. That's something I'm not really into, but you're very into it. So you gave me a lot
Yeah,
of good
I
insight
like
on
it,
like some
man.
of the
I'll be honest,
players.
man. Yeah, I coach. They got a program down here, crossover. I used to coach with. So I start with some of the kids, like pretty much elementary school. But you get to see some of these AAU circuits, and I've always been about that. So we got IMG out here. We got Mount Verde. I've been out there before. It's on the other side of Florida, but those are powerhouses when it comes to high school basketball. IMG and Mount Verde. I think Mount Verde might be the best high school in the country right now. But yeah, so.
All right, man. We'll definitely stay up, man. We'll link up.
All right.
All right, be
Definitely,
easy.
bro. Peace.
Peace.